Hey, everybody.
Hey.
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 Hey. There's three of us here again. Against our better judgment, we decided to bring Oak in, Carrie. Look at that. Just like an angel. Right up there. Look.
The halo.
Oh, that's the wrong way. Whoa.
The halo.
Anyways, so we have another total judgment here for you. We got some more shorts. Not like that you wear, but that you watch. And I think it's going to be exciting this week. What do you think, Byron?
Absolutely.
We're starting to loosen up a little bit. Starting to feel a little more loosey-goosey. What about you, Carrie?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
It's like debatable, you know?
Yeah, your positivity is just flowing out.
Radiating.
It's radiating.
That was theatrical.
I guess so. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I think this one's going to be funner than the last one.
I do concur. I do.
And before we get started, do you have anything going on your channel this week, Byron? You going to be putting out any videos? You going to be going live?
Good question. I probably won't be able to go live this Thursday, but
okay,
I should hopefully have a video out by the weekend.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's exciting. And then Oak, Carrie.
Yes.
What about you? Do you have anything this week that you have planned?
I got a couple things this week. I got a video coming out that will be a premiere. I'm not sure what day, so just stay tuned for that. But that will be on Oak channel, and then I'll be live on that channel Thursday night at 8. And then I will be live. I'm sorry, Barb will be live tomorrow night at.
Not tomorrow night. This is the day after.
This is
Tuesday. So they won't. Yeah. So they already would have missed that. So if you didn't see it, you're going to want to go back and watch the replay of Barb live on Buck and Barb's channel.
Yeah. I don't do time well, forward, backwards, whatever this is happening. We're time traveling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is confusing.
Go watch Barb.
Yeah. So we record this on Sunday at night.
Right.
So that's why Carrie's just a little confused, because you'd think that it would be coming out the same day or maybe the next day, but it's not. So
what channel is that?
I stay confused. Buck and Barb After Dark.
Buck and Barb After Dark. And then, of course, we got 12 Stones Ranch down here, who will be having a video hopefully coming out this week, which has been long awaited because it's been a couple weeks.
Yep, it has.
And then, of course, I didn't have a video come out on Sunday today because I did stuff, and then I edited for forever. I guess this one probably could have come out on Monday, the one that I edited today, but it took Sunday. Could have come out on Sunday, but it took too long. And then I don't put a video out on Monday because I go live. So it doesn't make sense to do a live and a video the same day. So
that's okay. Sometimes it's good to spend a little bit extra time editing. It's all right.
Yep. So this will be Wednesday that one will be coming out. So, and this is going to be Tuesday. So other than me having to go live tomorrow, I'm a little bit ahead of myself right now. So that's good. That's good. I need that every once in a while.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a weight off your shoulders.
Some kind of something off my shoulders. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hopefully not a chip, right?
Whatever it is.
Keep the chips on your shoulders, guys.
Hey, keep them in your stomach. That's what I'm saying.
Chips and salsa, bro. Chips and salsa. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, somebody in my house decided to eat all of the tortilla chips, the corn tortillas this weekend.
I like how he says somebody. He doesn't want to identify this person.
Yeah.
Tortilla?
Yeah, tortillas.
Tortilla.
Tortillas. Tortillas.
Tortilla.
Yeah.
Tortillas.
Yeah. I asked Darcy, Darcy, did we buy tortilla chips yesterday? And she goes, yeah, they're already gone. I go, oh, okay.
Smooth, very smooth.
So I had some cream cheese and saltines for a snack.
Oh man,
which was good. But
at least you got a snack.
I think we should jump in here and get this first short going. What do you guys think?
Let's jump.
Let's do it.
Let's jump. So let's see here. Now, this is really interesting because now I have 3 people sending in videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, and I don't know whose is whose.
Wait, so you send yours in too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I actually emailed them to myself. So that's the easiest way to do it. So that way I don't forget. I email them to myself and then I have them and then I can just pull them up. So
why didn't I think of that? That's a good idea.
Yeah, I believe this one's Carrie's. So I'm going to pull this one up here. And, we were saying we're going to jump into this one. I'm sure that this guy wishes that he could have jumped out of this one. And right here we got, this is Bear Climbs Hunter's Stand. And let's get this one playing here. Let me make sure that I do have the volume all the way up. So we're going to be good to go. And we're going to get this one playing. Boom. Oh my, look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah. That bear's hanging on because there's another bear down there that he didn't want to get messed up.
Wow. That was
nuts.
Yeah, that was intense there.
I thought that was just like his brother or something like that, a sibling bear. They just came over to hang out.
They could have been playing. We don't know. Do you speak bear?
No.
Carrie?
Not fluently.
No.
Can you want to try?
I'm not in I've got to be in a certain mood to get into mama bear mode, I
was like, that language is kind of bearish, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Wait.
It's very metal.
I think someone in your family actually speaks bear. Isn't that Paisley?
Paisley does. Fluent.
Your dog, Paisley?
It's actually her first language is bear. Wow. Yeah. I do have a obsession with bears. I absolutely love bears. It's one of my favorite animals, wild animals. One of my favorite wild animals. And I have over on this side, which you can't see, but right where my finger is, those are all little ceramic bears.
All
along there. I got bears all over. That's what the kids get me every year for Christmas. They get me ceramic bears.
Nice.
And I got in my room, there's bears all over everything. I got stuffed animal bears. I collect the some certain kinds of stuffed animal bears. Mm-hmm. Like I have Snuggles, the fabric softener bear.
Wow.
Okay.
That was my favorite when I was a kid. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm a big fan of bears. I love them.
What did you think about the size of that bear's head next to the guy's face while he was looking at him?
But that was a cub. It was a cub.
And it's still, his head was
real
big.
I would have tried to and that's what I will die by bear, I'm sure. I would have tried to pet. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
I don't think that cub knew, like, had any idea Like he was just as confused as those guys were
He
about
got
the
up there.
situation.
Solomon is like, wait a second. This is weird. I'm getting down.
Yeah, he's
Well,
like, I'm not used to these things being up here,
And for people that are listening and not watching, because we are going to be putting these as podcasts. There were two bears. One was chasing the other, and the one booked it up a tree. And there were two hunters in a double tree stand up at the top, and the cub went up and was right next to the two hunters. And that's just, I mean, that can make a lot of people nervous though, too,
They handled it very well. Just froze, stayed as they were. When the bear, came in, the guy, scooted away and so let the bear know, kind of like, yeah, I see you, but I don't want nothing to do with you. And, it just signaled to the bear. The bear was like, okay, this is weird. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to kind of back away,
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that they handled it phenomenally, but whoa.
They did for sure. But as you know, like when I started it, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would have wanted to jump out of that situation, wouldn't want to be then there. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, not when it's like 15 feet up in the air. I wouldn't want to jump.
No
way.
No.
Or more.
No.
I mean, you then risk, broken legs plus getting mauled by a bear.
Yeah. What kind of bear was that? Was that a brown bear?
That was a little black bear.
Black bear? Okay, it's kind of hard to determine what it was.
Yeah.
Now,
if that was
a grizzly, that probably would have been a different scenario. But
I mean, it could. I mean, you could say that for anything, though. I mean, it's just true. You don't know with it being a wild animal. I mean, a grizzly cub. Who knows? Especially with cubs, I mean, like if it was a grizzly bear, it's like for sure. But like with a cub, it's kind of a toss up.
It's true.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, I feel like that could go either.
A koala bear.
Aren't koala bears really mean too?
I don't know.
I thought they were like really mean.
I've seen them growl on a couple videos.
Yeah, I thought they were mean animals. I don't know.
They're also cuddly, but they're not.
Anyways,
fingers are not.
Let's see here. Let's jump into the next one.
Okay.
So that was good. So we got an animal in. That happens a lot. We do have a lot of animals on. I don't know if I have any with animals this time though. I don't think I do. But let's see here. I think this one is Byron's, I believe. Okay. And this is Footprints on the Moon Conspiracy.
Oh.
Is that right? This one's yours, right, Byron?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I know this is always interesting, the conspiracy one. So let's see what we got going on here.
So one conspiracy theory that I've heard a lot is that when the astronauts were walking on the moon, you can see that they kick up a lot of dust. So people say, well, if there's no air on the moon, how is the dust flying around?
Remind me to dust my camera too, will you? Don't forget to dust your camera. We'll keep track of that for you, see.
And the second one is, can you make a footprint in a vacuum if there's no moisture in the air to lock the particles together? So I want to try to replicate that experiment with my vacuum chamber here and some
he's a science
silica.
Guy.
So fumed silica is about the same size as moon dust. Okay, now we can't forget the shoe. 3, 2, 1. So there's absolutely no reason why you should think that something can't move around or fly around in a vacuum. And also, you can clearly see the footprint of the shoe in the fumed silica. So yes, you can make footprints in a vacuum.
Okay, that was interesting.
That's a good one.
It is.
It debunks the conspiracy.
Does it? Does it, though?
Does it?
That just takes away from one part of it.
I always think it's interesting how, there's theoretical stuff and you don't really know until it's actually tested.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like, is there really a way to make a footprint on the moon, in a vacuum?
Well, yeah. to me, what's fascinating is how that theoretical stuff is usually arrived at through math, right? And they're like, well, based on the math, it should do this. And then when they put it into experimentation and it proves exactly like what we just saw, that I think is totally cool. But they arrive there through math, which is like they don't experiment first, they math it first, you know.
Sure.
That's cool. I can't do anything like that. That's fascinating.
Yep. I think it's pretty interesting.
I mean, it still doesn't prove that it's not a conspiracy, though.
Well, aside from that part, I'm talking about the vacuum chamber part.
Well, yeah, no, that's really
experimentation.
Neat. The experiment is cool, but it could still be a conspiracy.
That's fair, because whether it's possible, and even if it did, like if it's possible for a human to go to the moon and do all of those things, and that's the effect it would happen, whether it actually did happen or not is a completely different question.
Yeah, like the flag blowing.
Right.
Oh, that's another one.
Okay,
there's another video on that one too.
Yeah, so they did. Oh, did you bring that one up?
No, I didn't put that on there. I used this one instead. I thought about it, but
okay. Well, you probably
maybe we'll do that next time.
But yeah. So I still, you know, it is what it is. Conspiracy theory. It's interesting. It's I like science experiments, though. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories are also cool.
And I like them too. And I like to think about what ifs, like, because, you know, we don't know if you weren't there, and if there's not definitive, without a doubt, objective proof.
Mm-hmm. You never know. Nobody knows. We'll never know.
Exactly. What if?
We'll never know.
Yep.
Never ever. So that was a good one, though. I do appreciate that. I'm glad that you brought something up like that, because I don't think we've done one like that yet.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the people in the comments say about that one.
I want to know what people think in the comments. I hope that everybody point down to where the comments are. So it's down below.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, down there. And you can leave a comment down there and let us know what you think. Do you believe that we landed on the moon? Or do you think that was staged? Dun, dun,
and if you do believe we landed on the moon, do you think it's possible that the flag could have waved and the dust particles could have gone because of sheer human force, right? Like basic physics without necessarily having an atmosphere involved? That's my question to you guys in the comments.
I think it was a fan. But anyways, let's go into the next video.
I mean, Hollywood is miraculous, isn't it?
Let's fan over to the next one.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to fan on over to the next one. Now this one, okay, so this is one of mine, and I chose this one, and I feel bad because I laughed way too hard, way too many times on this.
Okay.
But it's
there's another video to where you're concerned about laughing. Oh,
yep. So here we go. And I made an oopsie there. Here we go. And I'm gonna play it. Boom.
It's a good thing he's wearing that safety jacket. Otherwise, the gate would have never seen him coming.
Well, let's watch that again.
It's a good thing he's wearing that safety jacket. Otherwise, the gate would have never seen him coming.
He looks like he just got slingshotted into that gate. Like,
it's a good thing he was wearing that safety jacket, because that gate would have never seen him coming. Yeah. I think the line is funnier than the actual video.
Part. Yeah. Well, I think that's what sets it off. But yeah, that one,
that was good.
And that gate was white.
The safety jacket really helped him, didn't it?
Yep. that gate was white too. Did you see that? The bar on it was white, so you could see it.
I know. That's why I'm like,
it makes me wonder if he was like looking down, because some people when they're biking they'll like look down or something. Yeah. I've seen some people where they'll like slam right into the back
I
of
mean,
the vehicle.
he was flying.
Yeah, he was.
He was flying. There was injuries. There was definitely injuries in that one.
What do you think hurt worse? Him hitting that gate or him falling on his back after the fact off the bike?
Hitting the gate.
Honestly, like
both.
I would say probably
the from the gate
because of the smack. But I bet he didn't feel it once he hit the ground. I bet he was like loss of consciousness. Like that guy, that was a gnarly smack. Like,
yeah.
Well, I just think that like if he got hit in the front and fell back like that, like the falling back, like you'd be so concerned about the initial.
Yeah.
Knock the wind out of you.
Yeah.
That impact.
I mean, he might have just been knocked out just in general.
Yeah, that's my thinking is because of the blunt force of that. Like that he just looked like a fly that hit a windshield.
Oh yeah. I mean, he could have been just destroyed after that and
going 30 miles per hour to 0.
Woo!
Yep.
Not a good
ouch.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the safety jacket comment is hilarious though. That was a good.
Oh no, that just made that video. It solidified.
Yeah.
But I couldn't stop laughing. Like it was just on and on. And yes, I couldn't help it. Just couldn't help it. So here, let's get in.
It's okay. I laugh too when I hit something.
So we're getting propelled into the next one here. And the next one, I don't know. I think this was also a Carrie, maybe. Let's find out. Carrie, was this yours? Real life Jumanji.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've ever seen this.
This is mine. They're trying to get an ostrich.
What would you do? Like if you saw that happening? I mean, like, I want to know.
I'd laugh.
Who was ready with a phone at that moment?
That's a great question. The ostrich had to have been running for a while, is my guess. So like that was a scene that was making its way through town. I have family members that used to have an ostrich farm when I was growing up, and those birds are temperamental. They are mean. So I bet that thing was just like a chicken, but just real big, causing a scene,
Oh yeah. That's wild though. I don't know what I'd do if I saw that.
I'm surprised they didn't have like a cowboy.
A lasso.
Lassoing it. That was my first thought.
Well, I mean, that all depends on where that was at though.
That's true. That kind of looked like maybe a city, like a larger city.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it was like, let's say it was like a city and then the city has outskirts. I mean, it could be where there aren't cowboys and.
It's a big old bird though.
It is a big bird.
They take up as much room as a horse does. So that's just wild to me to see, You
could hear it screech. Did you hear it? It goes,
when I was younger, I had like this headband that I was wearing at my family member's ostrich farm, and I was standing on the other side of the fence, and they have real long necks and they're really big, and out of nowhere that ostrich leaned down and poked the jewel on my headband off.
Oh yeah?
Yeah
you were not happy about it.
Like,
was that a life-changing experience?
It was scary after that. I mean, I didn't expect for the thing's head to come down here, on top of mine. It was, and everybody else in my family that witnessed it, they always talk about that time that the ostrich got Carrie's headband.
Does your family bring that up a lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They do. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are there pictures?
Not of that happening, no. But
do they still have the ostriches?
No, because those family members are passed on. Yeah,
so who got the ostriches?
but they ate them.
Oh,
like
yeah?
It was an ostrich farm, right? So they once they were done, really like.
Oh, so it was a farm. It wasn't like a petting farm or a petting zoo.
No, it was like ostrich eggs and ostrich like for food,
Okay.
Yeah.
I just imagined like
a petting zoo sort of thing. Yeah, no, it was an actual ostrich farm, and like the eggs are like this big,
Huge.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they would, So, you make burgers and stuff with it. I'm not real big into it, but people are.
Okay. Now, how often do they lay eggs?
I don't know. I would have to Google that information.
Okay. I didn't know if you like had some insider information.
Nah, I don't remember. Like I used to know that stuff, but it's been so long since I've recalled it.
Okay.
I have no clue. But I do know like they used to also like sell the eggs because people people would paint. Well, they would sell the eggs for people to eat, obviously, but they would also sell them because people wanted the eggs to paint. So you might
because they were so big, so they'd like put a needle up in it and then drain it out.
Yep. Yep. And then paint it. And then it would be this decorative egg. So if you see a large decorative egg that's got a painting on it, it's probably an ostrich egg.
Okay. That's interesting.
That's was a thing that happened down here.
Now, whose video was that? Who picked that video?
I did.
Okay, so that was you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So the next video that we have coming up here.
One of yours, hopefully.
We haven't done another one of yours, have we?
Oh, no, we have not. You're right. Full circle.
I think this is yours, Byron.
Sounds good.
Man creates his own freeway sign in LA. And here we go. Let's see what he has to say.
This man created a warning sign on the freeway, and it was so perfect, the city used it. Richard Ancrom was driving north on the 110 freeway and missed the merge for the Interstate 5 North and eventually got lost. A few years later, he moved down to LA and was driving down the exact same road and noticed that there was no sign for the I-5 North and realized that's why he got lost last time. Conveniently, Ancrom was an artist and a sign painter. He studied the LA freeway signs to a T, and on August 5th, 2001, it stayed up there for another 8 years because it was made so well that it passed inspection. The city later officially replaced the sign, but everybody still loved that.
That's awesome.
That's phenomenal.
How many times have you guys missed a turn because of a sign not being in the right place?
Every time I go to Dallas.
That's because they're always doing construction there. They're always moving stuff. It's so annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Or Google Maps will say, hey, turn here. You're like, wait. You're supposed to tell me that before it comes up?
Yeah, it's like 400 feet off.
Yeah.
There's exits every 400 feet, and
you're on a highway, and it's telling you like a split second before. You're like, really?
With 300 cars. Yeah, it's crazy.
I have never had something like that happen because of that.
Because they never do construction where you are?
No, they always do construction. It's just really easy.
Yeah.
I mean, like our highways just make sense. It's like, I don't know. I've seen your guys' like the way they do stuff, and it's crazy. And I'm like, why do they make it so hard? Like ours, it's like it's a straight line with an off ramp.
Right. Some of them are like that, but then others where there's tons of stuff, they're like, okay, how in the world am I going to be able to have a ramp going to each one of these things? They've got to figure it out somehow.
Yeah, I mean,
it's nuts.
Even when you get downtown, like downtown Cleveland, it's like you get to a certain point and it's like, it's still like that though. You may wrap around, but like there's only one exit for that. So you get off and it goes to one street.
Right.
Simple.
Like that's how it just, I'm trying to think of somewhere where it's not like that. And I can't. It's real simple. It's just all one street. You get off there. If that's closed, you go to the next one.
Yeah. That's simple. Oklahoma is pretty simple, but
it is. I'll agree with that. The driving that I've done through, it's always seemed pretty simple.
And then when you get to Dallas, it's worse than LA, truly. Like LA was more simple to navigate than, LA had larger highways and more people, but the highways were not anything like Dallas. Dallas is like Asia. And I have been to Japan, so I'm not even playing.
Oh.
I don't know about New York or any of those other states.
So first off, I would like to give my condolences to all the Texans that are watching this, that Carrie just compared their highways to.
It's just your highways. It's not you. It's your highways.
That's pretty much the same thing, Carrie. You just burned yourself a hole. You might lose all those Texas subscribers now.
Oklahoma roads suck. And I'm from Oklahoma. And
but you didn't compare Oklahoma roads to a foreign country.
Well, wow.
Byron doesn't even know if he wants to be your friend anymore after that one.
I'm saying your roads are high tech, bro.
She's like trying to back out of a corner.
So now you're saying that the Japanese are better than us? Is that where you're
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
you're kind of teeter-tottering there.
Like my brain cannot do. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is your tactical diplomacy needs some work on it.
However, I am not running for president.
No, I hope not.
Yeah.
I'm running. No, you're not.
Listen, I already got 2 kids. I don't need to tell anybody else what to do. I don't.
I just see it now. They're like, our candidate up for running for office is, and they're like, she's not running. Go sit down.
Yeah.
She doesn't run.
This would get played on your on the anti campaign. You'd see a commercial and it'd be this, and she'd be like, "Texas is just like Japan." Like that's what they clip it out to say.
She's not running. This whole thing's exhausted. Get out of here.
Yeah.
This running mate hates Texas. Here's our proof.
Yeah. And you lose Texas.
I know.
God help you.
You've lost a whole country, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You got that right.
I live in Cleveland, and I still like the Texas Rangers. We've talked about this, Byron.
Yep.
Because you have to respect Texas.
I think actually Texas, like the Texas Rangers, like the baseball team, that's the only one.
Yes, the baseball team. I'm a fan of the baseball team, not the police force, not the.
Hey, they're pretty cool too. They're pretty
Walker,
cool too.
Texas Ranger.
No.
What's wrong with you?
No, Chuck Norris is my hero. I'm just saying that, I don't watch them for fun.
Right.
I watch the baseball team for fun.
So that's the only pro baseball I've ever, I've been to Rangers game, but I've never been to any other pro baseball game other than the Texas Rangers.
So you're pro baseball and pro Rangers then?
Yes.
Why did you just say it in Spanish?
No, she's saying that she could see. Right?
No, I'm nervous about her running for president now. She's speaking Spanish, comparing states to other countries. I don't know.
Wow, she just hit that one out of the park.
It was option. He said, Rangers, Texas. I said C. It was option C. All the above.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that usually D?
Well,
D
if there's always 3 options. But when there's
she's already trying to change our education system too. Look at that.
Look at that.
You see,
multiple choice. It's going to be 3 questions now.
That's right. You don't get.
You don't get the
4.
This campaign debate is going on very strangely.
All right, now I'm going to pull up another video here and try to save Carrie's life.
It's not gonna help, man. It's not gonna help.
Okay, now I thought this was super cool. I saw this and I was like, I don't know why, but I guess like everything that I was watching had to do with speed. Okay, but this is wild and really neat.
Here she goes.
Yeah! Whoa!
Whoa!
Wasn't that gnarly?
Yeah.
Okay, now I have tons of questions about this too. So she went over that pond.
Yeah.
Okay. On those skis. That
And
dog was running behind her.
Yeah.
She got over there and that dog was like right behind her. How did that dog do that over the water? That's even more impressive than her doing that on the skis.
The dog was already there. It wasn't following her. You could hear it barking, but it wasn't following her.
I swear
From I could see it.
There was a dog that it looked like it was following.
I didn't see it.
Well, the only logical explanation is that the pond width wasn't super wide, so where she went over, the dog went around and was right there. I mean,
I thought the dog just turned into a submarine and went underneath it and
just
came back.
Fast logic. She pulled a Jesus move and straight up ran right over that water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't know if the dog can do that. He didn't have skis on.
I guess that's kind of expected when somebody has skis on and they go over water. If you're going fast enough, you're probably going to stay on top of the water.
As long as you hit it right, though, because I was picturing, like, when I saw that there was water there, I was like, oh, no, that could go real bad. Like, if the angle was just a certain, like, you know, that person would just go.
Yep. That person would just go.
That'd be cold, too.
Very cold. Very cold. That would have been horrible. And they had shorts on.
Yeah, and like a bathing suit top.
Like a bathing suit top, yeah.
It actually made me wonder, was that snow or was that just white sand?
That was snow. That was snow.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 100% snow.
Look like it was starting to melt, too.
Yeah. It could have been warm, I guess.
Yeah.
It could have been. I mean, just because there's snow doesn't mean that it's not hot outside. I mean, you live in Texas, you know, and you live in Oklahoma, you know.
Well, I mean,
and oddly enough, I live in Ohio and I know.
I mean, yeah, it's been 70 degrees here with snow on the ground because it, you know, snowed the day before. So yeah, I get it for sure.
Or people that go skiing or snowboarding, you know, during the wintertime, sometimes you'll see people in short sleeve shirts. Yeah, because they're out there and they get too warm, and then they'll just take off their jacket.
I'm getting hot right now.
Shirt. There you go. It has to do with the beard, man. It's the extra insulation there.
I am getting so hot, I might have to take my shirt off.
All right, so what's the next video?
So the next video that we have here. Thanks for killing that too. I was trying to give a little Nelly action there.
I was already singing that song in my head. Like,
whoa, Nelly. What's the next video? Wait, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Well, you know what? We're going to stick with what we were talking about, and we're going to go with speed.
All right, let's do it.
We're going for speed.
We got the need for speed.
Going the distance.
Wait, I've seen that movie.
Speed.
Whose is this?
Mine.
Okay, this is Byron's. Okay, so it says that he can't get off and get on at the next station on the same train.
Yeah,
so he's trying to make it to the next railroad station to get onto the same train. I take it this was probably a bet.
It was. It says he bet him that he couldn't make it to the next train running on foot. And so he's there running all the way to the next station. To prove a bet. There he is running.
Oh my God. This is great.
He doesn't want to lose that bet.
That's good stuff.
Wow.
He made it.
He sure did. I was rooting for him the whole way, too.
Wow.
I bet he was about ready to collapse after that.
Oh man,
He was sprinting.
He was. That was, But I think like when I was thinking of it, I was thinking about like the distance, like it being like a really far distance.
Right.
I mean, that was what, maybe a quarter mile.
Yeah,
I guess
something like that.
Yeah, it was like a quarter mile. So I mean, that's a good. I mean, what a good pace you ran. You ran track, right, Byron?
Yes.
So you figure, I mean, most high school track runners can do a quarter mile in 24 seconds. Think that's fair? 24 to 26?
What? No.
Quarter mile?
Quarter mile? That would be around...
Oh, no. 40.
An
40
average
to 45?
Person, no, an average person would run it about 60.
60. Okay. So about a minute.
A good time is in the 40s for somebody that's fast.
How long was that video? Do you remember? Did you time it when he got off? I'm just curious. No. I should have looked. I already put it down too. All right,
I'm guessing like 15 or 20 seconds. Maybe a little longer.
Okay. He was very fast though.
Right.
And you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of 200 times when I was saying 24 to 26 seconds.
Oh, 200 meters?
Yeah, 200 meters is what I was
thinking.
That
makes sense. It could have been it was only that far. 200 meters.
Yeah. So, and that would make sense for it being like a 20-second video.
Right. It's probably how far it was.
For that speed. Yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of those are almost like a trolley system, right? Or like a bus stop with a lot of those trains. And so
they probably knew how long that takes too.
They just want to see him run probably too.
Yeah.
But he did great. He did great. Yeah. I'll give that to him. That was good.
It looked like he was running in jeans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing he didn't trip or anything,
Don't need any tripping. No. Any falling. Can't get up.
Then you can say he be tripping.
Yeah, straight tripping, boo.
I've also done 3 songs in this last segment, and nobody's picked up on them when I've been saying words.
I have.
Have you picked up on them?
I'm pretty sure.
You've just been ignoring me?
Yes.
She's been picking up what you've been putting down.
Okay, there we go. All right.
But sometimes it's very complicated.
That was another great one. Byron's always coming up with these ones that I haven't seen. I haven't seen any of yours. So that was great. And then is this it looks like a beatboxing. Is this yours, Carrie?
Nope, it's mine.
No, that one's yours. I'm trying to figure out what's the other Carrie one. Or have we already been through all yours, Carrie?
I gave you 3.
Did we do all 3 of yours?
I think we just did 2.
Oh no.
We did the bear.
Ostrich.
We did the ostrich.
Okay.
But we didn't do the final count. Well, hang on. What was the last one I sent you?
No, the last one you sent me was the bear.
Oh. Hang on. Yeah, there was one more I sent you.
Okay.
In the
Oh, I know which one's yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I figured it out. Good job.
Okay.
Cool beans.
So we're going to play Carrie's other one right now.
Okay.
Oops. We're going to get that pulled up. And this one, I have no idea what it is. And it is called, Could Your Friends Do This?
I'm curious.
And we want you guys to let us know down in the comments, could your friends do this? That was impressive.
It's like a more disastrous, possibly game of Jenga.
Yeah, that's impressive. I was watching it, and some of it looked like it was edited, though.
Oh, better eye.
I was watching the poker chips, and some of it looked like it cut.
Ah.
I don't know for sure. I mean, they very well could have done that. But
I'll have to go back and look.
I thought, and I only saw it twice.
Maybe we'll have to test this theory and try it ourselves.
Yeah.
At the meetup?
Maybe.
Oh, and maybe that's a good time for a little plug. The Mid-America YouTube meetup.
Plug that.
Plug it, Byron. Give
What?
the information.
Okay. Yeah. Mid-America meetup. It's going to be in Tin Keller, Oklahoma.
Where's that?
Good question. Do you see Tahlequah, Oklahoma? Just south of that, near Tin Keller. It's right at Tin Keller Lake. Also, it's at the Cherokee Landing State Park, but it's May 19th through the 21st. If you want more information, you can look up on Facebook. Just look up Mid-America, and you'll find the event page, and there'll be more info on there.
And that's being put on by our friends, MT Homestead.
Yep.
Who are great people. And then we also have, Carrie, give it a plug.
The Ugly Fishing Contest.
At the Mid-America meetup, which it's two separate things. It's not combined together. It's two separate things, but it's going on at the same time.
Simultaneously, correct.
Simultaneously. Yeah. So, and Carrie's been helping out with that. JB Conway and Critter Creek have been putting a lot of work into doing everything. Carrie's been helping them out. So we want to say thank you to all the people that have been working to get that ready here coming up in May. And if you're available, please feel free to come on down. We would all love to meet you and hang out and have some fun, fish, talk. I know there's going to be disc golf. I heard that was Drew's Lens, right?
I think
Drew was talking about doing disc golf. So there's going to be some fun stuff. It seems like there's going to be a lot of family stuff. You know, we'll all be hanging out. So if you can, we would love to have you. If you can't, pay attention because I'm sure there's going to be tons of lives out there. So flop around, find some channels that are going to be going live. I'm always live when I do the meetup thing. So I'll be live for sure. And I'm sure there's going to be tons of other people that will too, but just wanted to throw that plug in there real quick for them. And thank you. Once again, thank you to everybody that's been working so hard to put that together.
Yeah.
And also just to add on there, this is open to everybody and anybody. You don't have to be a YouTube creator or any kind of media content creator. This is open to anyone. Anyone
can come. You're more than welcome to, and just have fun. Just have a good time. So let's see here. So let's pull up another video. Now we did our plug here. We got
Shameless.
I should have been more organized when doing this. So here we go. This one, it says incredible sound journey party. Yeah. Okay. So we're sharing. Here we go.
India. China. Germany.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Well,
impressive. That was incredible.
Yeah, that got me grooving there a little bit.
Yeah, you were like
that took me back. That took me back
to the early 90s.
Yeah.
Because that one was that was incredible.
That was good, y'all. Very nice. I like.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I used to drive around on the Autobahn listening to music like that. I drive in my Mercedes. I'd have the windows down, the stereo cranked up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was really good though. He was good. How does one discover that they can do that with their voice?
How? I don't know. What is your answer, Byron? You look like you were about to.
Oh, he just said one. How does one? I said one.
How does one discoverify that they can do that with their voice?
I don't know. Probably trying to impress some friends in middle school or high school. I don't know. You tell me.
By accident.
Probably.
By accident. That's amazing.
He's probably like scratching his throat or something, you know, like with his tongue on the inside. You know how people do weird noises when they're trying to like get something comfortable. And then he realized he could make this sound, and then he just went all the way with it.
Did we go through 4 of your videos, Byron?
Yes.
So I have 2 left. Because we've only done 2 of mine. So we're gonna do these. And
let's do it.
I'm gonna pull this up. So here, so I was on speed. I wasn't on speed.
I was like, wow.
The speed theme of things going fast. I was on, and I found this one, and I was like, whoa, this is gnarly. This is really gnarly.
In this video, we're going to talk about a motorcyclist who filmed his own crash with a car. The motorcyclist was filming his ride on an empty road, enjoying the freedom and adrenaline that comes with riding a motorcycle. It's essential to always be aware of your surroundings and be prepared for the unexpected. And, of course, always wear your protective gear, no matter how short the ride. As he turned around to head back, he noticed another motorcycle in the distance and slowed down. However, just as he was getting back up to speed, a car suddenly appeared out of nowhere and slammed into the motorcycle, causing a massive crash.
What just popped up on the screen?
The impact was so severe that the motorcyclist was thrown off his bike. The video footage is shocking, and it's a stark reminder of the dangers that come with riding a motorcycle.
Okay, did that pop up in the middle of the video?
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end.
I didn't notice that it did that before, so that kind of stinks. But it is what it is. But anyways, that was pretty. That was scary. I can't imagine getting hit by a car like that.
No.
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
Sorry, the air's really dry in my basement. I have my heater on next to me because it did get a little bit cooler like this evening. Like it got down like into the like lower 40s. And I'm in the basement, so it got a little cold. And I got the heater over here, and it's like real dry heat. Yeah. So I got a little bit of a froggy in my throat there. But yeah, so that was I can't imagine getting hit like that though.
No. You can't stop in the middle of the road either.
Oh my gosh, terrifying.
No.
Terrifying.
That's what I there's not enough, like information on that, like how fast should that a motorcyclist been driving in the first place? Was the motorcyclist driving the actual speed limit and then slowed down when he saw another one and the car was doing the speed limit? It's like, but still, like that car should be aware because if somebody's got to slow down when they're in the,
I had a motorcyclist wreck in front of me.
I remember that. I was on the phone with you, remember?
Yeah, you were. And I was stayed, I knew well enough before he'd ever even wrecked to stay far because I had stopped behind him at a stoplight, and then that's when the wreck happened shortly after he'd taken off from the stoplight.
I always give motorcyclists room.
Oh, me too. I wasn't giving him too little. I'll tell you that, because where the bike landed and where he landed if I had been any further forward, I would have ran him over or the bike.
Well, and that's a crazy story too, because didn't the dude get up and take off running?
Yes.
And ditch the bike?
And took off, and I rolled the window down and asked him, are you okay? Are you okay? And he's like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. And he's just gone. And so I'm just left there. I can't move. His bike is a bike is on the ground in the middle of the street. And it's just blocking traffic, and I'm just like, I have to call the police. It was very insane. But yeah, give him some space, because that could have been a whole lot more traumatic.
Oh,
that
for
guy
sure.
just took off running, huh? He fled the scene.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know what the thought was, that it was a stolen motorcycle. So
obviously,
unless he just hit himself and just went nuts. I mean, that stuff like that happens too, but
that's possible too. But he just left. I mean, he left his boot, like his shoe and everything. Like he was gone.
Speaking of that kind of topic, my friend was telling me, he's like, we were actually in the car together. We were on our way to a restaurant to go eat. And he's like, yeah, I said, you've had a motorcycle? He goes, oh yeah, I used to have one. I go, why don't you have one anymore? He goes, well, I decided not to get another one. My other one was stolen. He was just talking about it and everything. We're driving, and all of a sudden there's a motorcycle that passes by us. He goes, wait, that's my motorcycle. And this is like 2 years after it was stolen. And he just sees it like driving by. And he had it like some stickers on it, and it looked a certain way. So there's no way to you know exactly which bike it is. There's no way to like confuse it with another bike. And he goes, that's my bike.
So I think
driving right past this.
I think I told you, Byron, and that just talking about stolen stuff. My baseball cards.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I had, I don't know if you know the story, Carrie, but I had a bunch of baseball cards. I actually have them right over here on the shelf. Those white boxes over there. Mm-hmm. I was at a church rummage sale. It was the church Amanda and I got married at. They did a rummage sale. This was probably close to 10 years after they got stolen. I had them at a buddy's house. They got stolen. And I'm going through the church rummage sale tables.
What's a rummage sale?
A rummage, like a resale.
So everybody just kind of donates a whole bunch of stuff.
They donate their stuff and then they resell it.
Like what we would consider a garage sale.
But it's the church. So like people donate the stuff to the church and then the church sells it to make money off of it.
To raise money for the church. Okay.
So, and I was walking down and I see these 3 boxes sitting on the table. I'm like, oh, no way, there's baseball cards. And I start looking at it and I pick up the box and I look at the front of it. And I've had these cards since I was like in kindergarten. So like my name is scribbled in crayon on the outside of the box. And I was like, no way. So I went and got the pastor and I was like, hey, I'm like, these are mine. These are my cards. And I'm like showing her the box. I'm like, my name's on the front of the box. Like I wrote it on there when I was like in kindergarten. And, of course she just gave them to me, but I thought that was super cool. So I ended up getting all those cards back that got stolen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is super awesome.
But yeah, that was like 10 years, something like that. I'm trying to think. No, it couldn't have been that long. Maybe 8 years, 7 or 8, 10 might be too long.
Absolutely wild.
That's still nuts though.
But like, even 7 or 8 years, it's crazy to. I mean, like when it was stolen, it was literally stolen. Like it was worth nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, there's probably something in there that's worth something, but
sentimental value.
It's more that's what it is for me. So But anyways, let's get on. I got one video left here that I picked. Carrie only picked 3 this week.
You did good
because she's new. Now I picked this one, and I wanted to end on this one because I thought it was funny, and I think it's funny. The 1980s, okay, the 1980s were funny, and I think this is funny, and I hope that you guys enjoy this as the last one. And this is, they were this mad in the 1980s about the new drinking law.
Drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And
look at the kid in the front seat.
Pretty soon we'll be communist country.
Pretty soon we'll be a communist country.
You know what? I don't know. But that was I thought that was funny though.
I like the kid just sitting there.
Sitting in the front seat.
Yeah.
The good
Just
old
hanging
days.
out.
Man, we didn't worry about anything.
In the old pickup truck, just hanging out.
What year were you guys born?
I was born
Late 80s for me.
late 80s.
I know. That's what I thought. You guys were like 89, right?
I was before that, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to do the math. Anyways.
I'm mid 30s.
So I remember the late eight, like I remember it because I'm older, you know.
I remember the seatbelt, like not having to wear a seatbelt. Like that wasn't a law. It went into effect when I was a child. So I remember that. And there were no like booster seats or car seats, or like there were the car seats that you brought the baby home in. But there wasn't like what my kids had like a seat for every stage that they're in until, you know,
like third grade or something.
Yeah, 7 or 8 years old, you know, but that didn't exist for me. Like that wasn't a thing.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I just like I remember, and so that would have been like early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Looks like he's losing their connection there.
I was gonna say, is it me or
from the No, it was me.
Or just frozen in time.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
Let it go.
Frozen.
Ice.
Ice. Baby.
So early 90s what?
Dun, 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 dun.
No, I was just saying that early 90s, that's would have been more because you guys were late 80s babies. You guys would have remembered more of the early 90s.
Right. Whereas you remember
where I remember
80s.
the late 80s. which was a good time. Real good time. Real good time for everybody. I hope that everybody enjoyed that last one there though. It was a little funny. But anyways, I think that's it. I think we're done.
Whoa, really?
Hour and 2 minutes.
That was good.
It was
for
good.
more videos too, you know?
Yeah. And we want to thank everybody for watching.
For sure.
And we're going to be doing this every week on Tuesday. And you never know what's going to be brought up. As you can see, it's kind of all over the place with the shorts. We're picking out stuff that we like, that we think's funny, that you guys may like, commenting on it. This one was a little different than last week. Last week we had more. It was a little more serious, some of them. This one was a little more funny. Good times this week. So you never know what will happen. Now, I do want to bring this up real quick before we get going here. I don't know, because what is it here? Let me look at the calendar. Next month, this is where it might get kind of goofy. So we might still be able to release it, but we might have to record on another day because we got Easter Sunday coming up, which is the 9th.
That's fine. We can record on another day. I'm good with that.
Yeah, so we might have to do that, but that's something that we can work out outside of this. But I was just thinking about that while we were sitting here, so I figured I'd bring it up.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for watching. And man, you guys stop using that piece of garbage mug. Look at that. Oh, it's so stupid. But if anybody wants to buy one of those piece of garbage mugs, Bonfire, Backwoods Mindset, get you a mug.
Make sure you wash it in between each use.
Wash it in between
Why?
uses. Or
That's
don't,
get,
because
like,
it's your
extra
own
luck.
mug. Yeah. But if he's drinking hot chocolate, you got extra chocolate. Anyways, bye, everybody.
I'll see you guys.
See you in the next
fun.
one. Yeah, that was a good time, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. I think we got something good going, you know?
I enjoy it.
I enjoy hanging out with you guys. You guys are the best.
Oh, yeah.
We're the